Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Spill the Tea Tarot. Today I'm doing a reading on urgent messages from the universe. For the reading, I have three piles as you can see, and for each pile there is a crystal to help you pick that pile. For the first pile, I have the Prenite Cube. For the second pile, I have the Amazonite Point or Tower, whatever you may call it. For the third pile, I have the Labradorite Tower / point. You can pause the video to see which crystal draws you the most, and I will see you at your timestamps. Bye! Hello, pile number one. So, if you chose the Prenite Cube, this is your reading. I already have your pre drawn spread here, as you can see, and without further ado, let's get straight into your reading. So, pile number one. You are at the end of a very huge and tough cycle. You are drawing close to the end of a very huge cycle, and you have freed yourself from some sort of bondage, some sort of captivity that you found yourself in. And you have not just freed yourself in the process, you have freed other souls as well. So this is a very spiritual person. By the way, you do not have to believe in spirituality to be a spiritual person. You could just be a pure person at heart who has had many lifetimes and has done a lot of inner work, knows that there is on the path of oneness, believes in higher power. That in itself alone is enough for a person to be spiritual. Now, what I see here is that somebody who has been on a very long, tedious journey, and you're finally freeing yourself from that journey. You are at the culminating end of that journey, which you have walked for lifetimes. This is not just one lifetime coming through, this is many lifetimes coming through here, not just one. So what I'm seeing here is, as you are drawing and on this journey, now this could be also reflecting in your life, like how do I put it, it's almost like you would have felt out of purpose in your life for a very long time. Why do I say so? It's there is this idea that I'm picking up on, that somebody who has had to fight only battles in their lives. You could have been someone who has grown up seeing others thrive, like others thrive in things, in the exact things that you had to struggle in. Now, it's not that you were less in caliber from those people or you were less in talent. You had equal or more talent comparatively. But what I'm picking up on here is that someone who had talent, who was full of energy, high energy, but their energy had to be channeled in fighting wars and battles around them. Now, these battles, these wars could be many things. It could be familial situations. It could be life just not working out, or things that come easy to others are generally coming very difficult to you, or could have come very difficult to you. That cycle, I'm here to tell you, what the urgent message from the universe is, that that cycle is ending. No more you're going to be in a place where you have to maybe put in extra or like much more effort than other people to get something. You are also going to feel a lot of relief. I can't even begin to express how much of a relief that you are going to feel in the next phase of your life, because you have like completely surrendered with the King of Cups here, surrendered this to you, to your God, to the higher power, to the universe, that you are completely giving it up to the universe. You are no more interested in struggles that do not bring you results. You are So what happens when this kind of situation is gets created in somebody's life, it is a result of a lot of blockages that sometimes others put in your life path. Sometimes others and their energy create such blockages for you, and I'm feeling that from what I can see is that you haven't had very a lot of well wishers around you. You might have grown up with people who would have hated you without any reason. I'm seeing like people would have hated you for no reason. The reason why I'm here to tell you that these people would have despised you is because your light irritated their demons. Your big heart, like you could have wondered a lot that why are these people behaving so nastily with me when I have only done good to them. Exactly why. I am here to tell you exactly why. You do good to others, and that actually triggers people. Why aren't you nasty like us? Why aren't you mean like us? Why aren't you selfish like us? Oh, you're not selfish, let us make you that. So how do they push you to become as toxic as them? They exploit you, they are nasty to you, they bully you. And when they see that your light is still not dimming, that actually makes a lot of people who would have disliked each other come together as a group, and then they gang upon you. So you would have seen that happen in schools, colleges, or maybe at workplaces, or whatever community you are a part of, that people would have disliked you a lot. For and for what? For you being an amazing person. I mean, never for once doubt your if that's a word, amazingness. Never for once doubt amazement. Yeah, basically amazement. Never for once doubt how like you are creme de la creme. Really, because what I'm picking up on is somebody who has a huge heart but gives out to people, and those same people, what they do is that they turn around and bite you, they turn around and stab you. That kind of people. Now enough. I just that was such a tangent, but what a message I'm picking up, that was actually important to set the context for who I am reading for. So if I'm reading, if these are the energies, you would know this is for you. If this is how your life has transpired in the past, then this is reading is for you. um, Now coming back to the point, what is happening in this cycle, I'll just describe in a short what would have transpired in this cycle. In this cycle you have fought demons. Now you have not fought your demons, because I'm being told that people have projected their demons onto you. So for instance, people would have been, oh, this and this. I can give you an example. Okay, this is a very running theme when people want to project their demons onto you. They would come and maybe complain about someone to you and say this so and so is doing so bad uh, to me. And you would have, like an empowered person, you would have suggested and recommended, can't you you could like you would have suggested to that friend that okay, it would be great for you to just distance yourself from that person, or something along those lines. And the person who you would have given this advice to would have turned around and said, out of nowhere would have said that, oh, I don't abandon people like that, maybe you do. So something along those lines is coming through. I don't know, but this is a very classic thing that people do when they project, want you to feel that you are the bad person, when in fact they want to hear it from you, while you're just out there looking out for them. But they would want to use that opportunity to make you look down upon yourself. Like, what kind of a person are you? Are you going to abandon someone like that? This is not a solution. So and that would have left you baffled, almost baffled, like, dude, you only came complaining to me, why are you turning around it as if I am the one who's the bad person? This is the kind of situation you would have found yourself a lot. This is kind of an awkward situation to find yourself in. But one of the things coming from the universe is that, um, do not ever, also I apologize for the background noise if it's something that's disturbing. I am not sure if it's going to bleed into the reading. Yeah, so coming back to the point, you would have, the universe's message for you is that it's not you, it's them. you are not supposed to you are not supposed to doubt how good of a person you are, how pure and morally upright of a person you are, because you are that. People would have around you would have tried to make you believe that you are not a morally upright person, you're not that great person. I don't know, but people have really tried to make you see yourself in a very bad light. But at the same time, I see that with the Knight of Pentacles here, that you have always been guided by a North Star, like people are guided by a North Star. You would have always had that one inkling that I know that I'm not this. I know I can be many other things, but I'm not this, what you want me to believe. That's also coming through very strongly. So kudos to you for sticking to your truth and standing in your authenticity when the entire world wanted you to believe otherwise. So that's another thing that's coming through very strongly. Now, in this last cycle, you have done unimaginable work in terms of retrieving what was rightfully yours, in terms of defeating people and their demons all together by yourself on your own without any assistance. You just had your intuition to follow and you did it. And how wonderfully you did it. You did not just reclaim what was yours, you also defeated people who had come to just attack you. People would have ganged upon you. Even though this is Knight of Swords, what I'm picking up on is that people would have ganged upon you pretty bad. Now, another thing that I'm picking up is that you have traveled through timelines. What do I mean by that? This is a very spiritual message, and this is also something that is, how do I put it? This is also something, um, yeah, spiritual, very divine, very connected to the core, to our essence, and also very ancestrally blessed. So you are someone who's very ancestrally blessed. What do I mean by that is, now some of you could be questioning that okay, I'm not, this is not for all of you, but this is only some of you who would have had that question, that who, like, what ancestors am I speaking about? The ancestors who have, you come across as someone who's a pretty old soul. Okay, so you have incarnated, you have had incarnations in many other worlds, many other timelines, and those ancestors, I'm talking about those ancestors, not your particular bloodline ancestors, the ones that you have in this lifetime. I'm talking about those ancestors, where that bloodline which you were originally connected to, that bloodline I'm talking about, um, those, I don't even know how to explain it, but yeah, bear with me. Those ancestors, you have traveled timelines in this journey. This, you wouldn't have realized it, this wouldn't have, or this wouldn't have been physicalized, because this is something completely spiritual. In the astral realms or in the other realms, this happens, where you have traveled through timelines to the degree that you have paid homage, literally with the Four of Swords, paid homage to your ancestors. And your ancestors are here to bless you as well. So in all other realms, in all other timelines, the your ancestors have literally handheld you, and they form a very strong, um, what is it called, protection, shield of protection around you in this realm. So you could also be someone who feels that you don't belong here, you don't belong to your family, you don't belong to this world. You could be someone who feels out of place on earth a lot, and your ancestors are here to, your ancestors from the place that you are originally from, if you resonate with terms like star seeds or other terms like people who believe in other realms. So your ancestors are here to tell you that they are surrounding you with a protective shield. You could also find yourself very lonely in this world. You could have some nobody, really nobody to rely on but yourself. And this isn't a case that I'm being told isn't a case of adulthood. This has been a case since childhood for you, and so you have always looked out for yourself. You've always had a very huge heart, and people have always wanted you to believe otherwise. Like, I can't even stress it enough. People have always wanted you to believe otherwise. Now, what's coming through is that you have helped those ancestors as well. With the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups, you have helped those ancestors in other realms to transition. This could be something that will resonate with a few of you, or something that is extremely spiritual. Okay, as a soul, you are doing a lot. You have no idea how powerful you are. You have no idea what important responsibilities you have taken upon your shoulder, as an incarnation here on earth, or as a powerful soul in other realms. And one of the things coming through from the universe is, I hope this resonates with you. I hope this doesn't baffle you, because this is like, I'm being told that who people would understand, this would reach those who this is meant to reach. So you have helped souls transition from one realm to the higher realms, for ages and ages. And this is one of the reasons why your ancestors have your back, because of all the good karma that you have accumulated in all other realms by doing this, by helping souls transition, by helping souls transition timelines. um, and you could also be a light worker in this world, where you could have been. Now, what do I mean by that? At one level, you could have been an empath at some point, a not so empowered empath, where you would have absorbed from people. You would have felt weakened in crowds, or you would have felt um, uh, physically weak, literally physically weak, shivering, or maybe anxious. That's because you're absorbing and taking on other people's energies, and you are being asked to not to do that, because you're not here to do it in that unempowered place. You, for those of you who still feel that, be very conscious of it. Whenever this happens, understand that you are going above and beyond to do things for others. You're not supposed to do that. Now, for those of you who have transitioned that state, are into an empowered empath state, you would have seen the magic of your empathy, the magic of your sensitivity, and you are creating wonders at the moment, or you are just about to create wonders at the moment. With the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Cups, I see that you are transitioning from this cycle of being stuck in a struggling situation to a place where you're going to thrive, and you're going to be much more in alignment. You would have wondered a lot in childhood, that why is it that others people around you, how is it that they are finding it so easy, and why is it that just so many things coming into your life that are creating so many issues, unnecessary blockages being created. You are being told that that was a part of your life for you to understand your power, and now that you are fully instated in your power, this cycle is drawing a close. And because through that, through being like basically through putting yourself through that cycle, you as a soul have mastered certain arts and skills. What are those arts? One is this, by helping for help, like, is of helping souls transition. The other is literally understanding how much power you wield by taking back what was rightfully yours. Like, this crown belonged to you and somebody took it from you, and you have uh, used all your power to retrieve it, and you have successfully retrieved it. With the Lovers here and the Two of Swords here, you would see that now what rightfully belongs to you will start trickling down to you before it comes in huge abundance. Like, you are supposed to get a huge abundance, like a sum of money or something along those lines. Like, your ancestors are blessing you basically, because this is their inheritance that you are getting, and they are there to form a protective shield around you. What I'm getting is that before it comes, it's going to come in large amount. One of the messages is that it's going to come in large amount, but before that happens, um, smaller blessings are going to come to you, for you to take note of what big blessing is going to come later on. So it's almost like smaller blessings are playing a path for a much bigger, larger blessing that is going to come to you. That is exactly what this physical manifestation of this crown would be in your life. Another important message I'm being getting is that, um, with the Lovers here, that at the time when you start receiving your smaller blessings, know that would have uh, nobody who has bad intention towards you negative intentions towards you, these people would be kept out of your life, and these people would not have any idea of this ever happening. All the more what's happening is that these people would start having a lot of infighting and a lot of uh, difficulty within their own lives. So it's just that, because so I think that I've spoken about this on this channel quite a lot, that when one cycle ends, when you release someone completely from your system, on the other hand the other person also feels the pinch of it, and it's actually because you have completely cleansed it from your system. If somebody is tried to maybe betray you, betrayal gets back to them, because you are completely out of that entire cycle. So it's just them, put whatever negativity they are putting out, they are getting it back directly without ever it bouncing to you or touching to you. So sorry, touching you. So yeah, that's one thing. Another last important message that I'm getting very strongly is that I have said this before in this reading, but yeah, before I close off this reading completely, um, you have released something extremely huge, extremely big, and you have laid that to rest, and you have helped somebody lay back to rest as well. This someone, uh, again, that ancestor is coming through very strongly. I don't know how do I put it. It's like some ancestor of yours who was very troubled, and you have helped them. You have helped them pass on. I don't know how to put it. Passed on means like really somebody who has passed on, but this is somebody who was in soul, in the form of soul, um, around in this realm, but they were not able to transition to the other stages and maybe go beyond the veil. And you, because of your work that you have put in, oh okay, now I have better words to convey this idea. It's like the work that you have put in terms of standing in your power and releasing something very important from your bloodline, you have basically washed away the curse that was put on those ancestors who were cursed to not being able to transition from this realm to the higher realms. These ancestors were higher beings. I'm being told that they were really higher beings, but there was a curse in some bloodline, in some lifetime of yours, or in this bloodline, and you have really basically broken generational curses to the degree that those ancestors have now been able to transition to other world. And because they have transitioned to the other world where they rightfully belong to, they are blessing you abundantly. So not only are you going to receive what was rightfully yours, which somebody took, but you're also receiving huge amount of blessings, and these blessings are pure love and light that are going to protect you in all cases, in all forms, in all shape and form, and for lifetimes this is going to protect you. So yeah, pile number one, this was your reading. These were the urgent messages that were there for you. Thank you for tuning in. If this reading resonated with you, put it in the comments, like and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye. Hi there, pile number two. If you chose this Amazonite tower, this is your reading. So I'm just gonna put it here, right in between, right in the middle, just so that it's visible to you. Anyways, so I already have your pre-drawn spread, and I'll get into this reading straight up right away. So pile number two, you are inquiring about someone who has, or some people with the Five of Wands, someone or some people who have done wrong to you. Either that, or you truly absolutely don't care at the moment, and that is why this information is appearing to you. What do I mean by that is that when we finally let go of the anger and betrayal trauma, that's when we see the magic of the universe unfold. That's when we see that people who have done us wrong actually receiving their karma. That is something that I have seen in a lot of people's life, in my personal life, and that is exactly what's coming through in this reading. So what I'm seeing is that you were a situation was going absolute downhill for you, but that is something that I'm being told to tell you, that was just an eye wash for the people who were out there waiting for you to go down. That was an eye wash for them to come out and expose themselves in the in front of everybody. So I feel that you could have been someone, or you are someone who has a lot of haters. Okay, you could be coming from pile number one as well, because I felt that as well. That could be one thing. But another thing that I'm picking up is that also your message is quite similar to similar from in one and the second pile. Not very similar, but it's like two sides of the same coin, something along those lines. People who would be choosing both the piles would resonate with it. Anyways, enough about that. Coming back to the point, you could be someone who has had frenemies, people you know do not like you, but you have had that all your life. That's one thing coming through very strongly. And these people have always stood in bushes, in shades, always waiting around in the corner to watch you fall, to watch you trip, to watch you make a mistake, slip. And when you do that, when you would do that, they would rejoice, and that's their celebration, that's their idea of happiness, seeing you make mistakes. And you have always seen through these people, but you have had in the past have had no choice but to have these people around. It could be because they were in your workplace, or these were the family members you would have had, or friends, maybe friends who would have refused to let go of you in front of you, but in reality they would have been someone who would have hated your core, is what I'm being told. But finally I'm seeing that you were in a situation where people have ganged again. First pile, I don't know why it's so similar to the first pile, but the message is that you would have found yourself in a situation where people would have ganged upon you, and you were the warrior of the universe, is what I'm being told. Like literally you were fighting a war on behalf of God, if you believe that. It's like it's a very again, it's a very spiritual message. People who come to or will come to watch this video, would be attracted to this video, would be highly spiritual. Even if they do not believe in it, they are somebody who is doing something very important in this world. I'm not saying that others are not doing something important, but what I'm saying, they're doing something much more in depth than what meets the eye. You are somebody who's much more than what meets the eye. People would have always misjudged you, and also underestimated you. Maybe you would come across as somebody who's very soft, or somebody who keeps quiet a lot. Maybe people would have tagged you as an introvert, and tagged you, and I do not know why people look down upon introvert as if as if it's something to be ashamed of. I mean, seriously, these people are really doing something much more than people who make so much noise are doing, because these people really have much more in-depth life. And I'm just gonna call it how it is. It's actually the case, because people who keep quiet, not all, some are actually scheming, but most of the people who are tagged as introverts are much more intelligent, are living much richer life than most others who think that introverts are living a boring life. They should know that introverts are living a very in-depth, richer, inner life than anybody can imagine. Enough about that. Coming back to the point, I get distracted a lot. Anyways, so coming back to the point, what I'm seeing here is that you would have been underestimated a lot. A lot of people around you would have been waiting and preying upon your downfall. And what has happened in this situation, one of the biggest urgent messages that I'm receiving is that what has happened, what has transpired in this situation is that The situation that was going downhill has turned in your favor with the death in reverse and the lovers. It's like something that was supposed to harm you has blessed you. Quite literally, something that was supposed to put there. Like, for example, somebody would have thought ki, you are someone who's not what you claim to be, and uh, they they let, for example, your, suppose in a workplace, they let your manager, they told your manager that you are really not performing well, or you are really not working hard. And so one day your manager actually puts you under the microscope, watches your, for maybe for a week, watches your actions, and they are actually much impressed by what you do in your free time, or how you work, and they are really impressed by your work ethics, and they are now about to bless you with a promotion or a hike. That's one analogy that I can give. It's like something that was supposed to harm you has gone in your favor. Somebody, some people who would have done something, orchestrated something to harm you, has that has because you have transmuted the energy, it has transformed into a blessing. A curse has transformed into a blessing. One of the biggest messages coming through is that very soon the person who has done that, or the progenitor of this idea to pull you down, like I'm being told that there are a lot of people who would have who would have thought that they would do something like this to you, but there is one person who has led this idea, who has been the team lead, uh, team leader, quite literally. I mean, I really find this funny. How do, I mean, not funny in the way that I'm diminishing the 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 impact it has on people who are bullied, but funny in the way that how could you really think that you could do that to someone just because you assume that the person is weak because they are quiet? No, I mean, it's not always the case. People who are quiet are very strong. They have a lot of strength. Even if they seem to be soft, that softness in itself wields a lot of strength that a lot of people are not really aware of, a kind of strength that this masculine driven world is not aware of. Now, I don't mean that masculine driven world, by masculine driven world, I do not mean that uh, like hating on men. What I'm really meaning is that people are so used to the idea of strength being derived from masculine traits that they have forgotten the strength that Shakti has, or the strength that feminine traits have. They do not know what kind of strength softness has, how much tolerance softness has, how much power softness has, how much. I could go on and on. So, anyways, people who would have really thought that your empathy, your sensitivity, or the traits that they would have looked down upon those traits, but you are winning this situation in life using those traits. Male, female, any way you identify, but the traits that you have um, are very feminine in a very empowered way, and those traits would have, people would have really underestimated those traits, thinking, oh, what could they do really, but you really came on the other side victorious. Now this is going to shock a lot of people around you. People would have done spent hours, days, years maybe, trying to build some sort of trying to dig a ditch for you, and you, my dear friend, you are going to watch them fall right into that ditch. You are going to be, you are going to be a spectator of that. You are going to watch them fall flat on their face. The urgent message from the universe is, do not give up. At this point, do not give up. With the I'm just putting it right here. For some time, with the hangman clarified by the seven of wands, at this moment it's getting a lot tougher for you, is what I'm here to recognize, and pat yourself on the back for how you have done in the past. It may seem that this time is not ending anytime soon, but I'm here to tell you that the situation has already flipped. It's only a matter of time, and it is going to um, sorry, the camera actually, okay, it's back to normal. Okay, it's only a matter of time when the situation is going to trickle down in the 3D. what I'm trying to say is that in the 5D, in the energy realm, in the realm where things happen quite quickly, situation has flipped already. Okay, and it's only a matter of time when you're going to see the results of your hard work in this in the 3D. So you are being asked to not give up hope. Keep if you are drinking water with the hangman here, if you are healing yourself in the way of taking water baths or any such thing, keep doing that. If you are being called certain food items you would be attracted to at the moment, I'm being told citrus fruits, please do have them, maybe orange or something. It's going to help you clear your emotions a lot of pain that is there in your heart chakra is going to be cleansed by that. It's That's one thing that's coming through, maybe orange juice, or maybe orange as in orange or honey. You may be attracted to honey, maybe also a lot of sweets. You could have been a person who's not a really sweet, or who doesn't have a sweet tooth, but of late you would have developed a craving for sweets. I'm being told milk products, all kinds of Indian milk sweets, or any, and wherever you are in the world, whatever sweet, milk, maybe milk cake or something along those lines, whatever is attracting you at the moment, I'm being told to tell you that please do have it. It's going to actually soothe that chakra of yours. It's going to have a very soothing healing effect on your body, because you may be fighting a spiritual battle, you may be fighting a physical battle. Whatever you are doing, your body directly gets impacted by that. So you need to take care of your body at the moment as well. Anyway, shape or form, this is not a medical advice. Please recommend, what is it called, reach out to your consultant or whoever it is. But as a reader, this is what I'm picking up. Okay, now that along with it, one of the things I would just close off this reading by telling you one thing. Very soon what belongs to you is going to come back to you. Very soon this is going to happen. You are just being asked to not lose hope and be a little bit less hard on yourself. Another very important message that I'm getting is that you may find something that you were not looking for with the Page of Cups, but that something is very magical. Magical in the sense that it's going to bear a lot of fruits that you wouldn't have expected. You have never had something like this before in your life. It could be a gift breaking free for you. It could be that you are realizing you are a psychic medium yourself. It could also be a talent that you recognize in yourself. Maybe you're a good artist, you are good at music, something along those lines. Or you could chance upon a skill that you want to develop, and you're getting attracted to learning that language or something along those lines, something that you are being attracted to hone, or some sort of gift. It's related to gift. So that is why sacral chakra is coming strongly, that heal your sacral chakra. So a lot of gifts that are coming to you, maybe one gift or a lot of gifts that are coming to you, they are going to bear a lot of fruits to you, is another thing. No, you didn't expect that to happen. You were just going along in your journey, fighting the battles that you were supposed to fight. An opportunity or a gift that is going to present itself to you is, I'm being told to tell you, very important. It's going to play an important role in your life. It's going to be bringing a lot of abundance in your life, and you would see that it's going to grow richer. Like I'm being told, you already have a very richer inner life, but this is going to even make it even more colorful than it already is. So that is the last message that I wanted to convey. Pile number 2, this is your reading. If this reading resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel and put it in the comments. And until I put another video, take care. I'll see you. Bye. Hello there, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. If you chose the Labradorite Tower, this is your reading, and I am going to straight up begin without any delay. Okay, so urgent messages from the universe to pile number 3. Pile number three, I keep hearing the message, the war is over, the war is over. And I keep seeing the scenes from the movie The Great Gatsby of a huge, humongous celebration happening. I'm also like seeing that the people who were warring against you, they would have had lost the battle, not once, not twice, but multiple battles, one after the other, like a domino effect. I'm also seeing that in this battle, you have, if you understand the analogy, it's like you have Uno reversed the Uno reverse. I mean, it's funny, but what I'm trying to say, you will get the idea. It's like somebody trying to play a trick upon you, and you pulling the trump card where they actually get tricked themselves. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like somebody, before even the trick could touch you, they have fallen flat on their face. And this is not just once, not twice, but multiple times that has happened in your last phase of your life, or the a lot of so if for this entire reading, for the piles that I have been recording, I've been seeing that most of you, all the three piles are in a situation, difficult situation, but it is drawing a close. So this is not, no, this is not the case with pile number three. The case has already been closed, and you are on the other side of the spectrum. I am not even seeing spectrum, it's like other spectrum altogether. Like you are beginning a journey that is very much different from your past journey. Another thing that is coming through very strongly is that with the Three of Cups here, with the Queen of Wands in reverse, it's almost like while the war is over, you have conquered the land that was yours, and you are there being, you will be like the rightful owner is going to get what is belonging to them. So somebody, um, again, you could have, today the piles had very similar messages, but what I'm picking up here is that with the Queen of Wands in reverse, is that somebody who would have by force or by manipulation taken what was rightfully yours, they are being dethroned with the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the celebration in the astral realms by your spirit guides, of your spirit guides, and even your ancestors, your spirit team is completely rejoiced at your victory. They are having a lot of fun, they are celebrating you, the top, because it's again reminding me of the Great Gatsby. Like a huge celebration is being thrown, and you are being cherished and rejoiced at for your intelligence. I am being told to tell you how intelligent you are, and keep being that intelligent. Do not ever doubt your sorry for that, do not ever doubt your mind. Do not ever doubt your intuition, because I am you have a very laser sharp intuition, into to the degree that your people around you would be suspecting you and not believing what you have to offer, but you know what you know. So it could be, if I have to give you an example, maybe in your friend group you would have seen through someone, and you would know that this person is not a good hearted person, they do not have anybody's good intentions at heart, but you would see that that person is being cherished a lot by everybody for the exact opposite of what you see through for them uh, to be. For example, people would say that no, this person is really caring, they go out beyond their means to look out for others, and you would know in your heart of heart that that's not the case, it's all pretense. And maybe once or twice you have doubted that, and I'm being sure to tell you, please don't doubt that. Your intuition is absolutely 100% on point. You may find yourself not really being in the crowd because you can see through a lot of bull crap. You can see through a lot of lies, and you know that people really do not have really good intentions, even for each other, not just for you. So you see that the entire fabric, you could be somebody who does not really believe, you could have very different belief systems. You could be somebody who thinks that the world, the social fabric that ties people very is based on a very thin, uh, la, uh, thin thread. thin thread that is based on a lot of lies that people tell each other. If I have to give you an example, you could be somebody who feels irritated when somebody, not irritated really, but it's like you do not really understand why do people ask you how are you when they do not really want to really hear how uh, how you are for real. Basically, people who do not want to do anything with you just turn up and say how are you, and they do not, like, their words do not have any meaning. And you do not really appreciate such superficial conversations, because you know that people don't really mean what they say, so you are not really interested in having these superficial conversations. You could be somebody who doesn't have that many friends, but the friends that you have, the people you have, maybe one or two people, maybe that those people are the only people who are in your circle. You do not really go out much, or you do not really like a lot of people, a lot of crowded places, because you see you see what others you see what others miss. Very, very important message here, and you are being asked to trust that. That's going to take you far in life. And another thing coming through is that you just don't not only see what others miss, you see how fake a lot of things are. And you it's hard for you to relate to people. I'm also being told it's very hard for you to relate to people, like you find it very difficult to relate to to the general public. It could be that you have had a very difficult life, or a life that has been very different from others. Maybe your life was not difficult, but you have had the temperament that you have is very different from what others have. So you are able to, your perspective is extremely different, unique, but also very real. You're realer than most realist people out there. So you just call it what how it is. That's another thing coming through. So one of the things coming through is that you are supposed to stick to this authenticity. Never ever try to fit in or mold yourself into who you are not. The celebration is happening, the war that you have won just now, the victory that is there coming to you in your favor, is because of what you have accomplished, because you were always rooted in your authenticity, because you never lied to yourself like most other peoples do. It's very common for people to tell themselves a lie, because it's very easy to lie to yourself, just because we do that to protect ourselves. I'm not judging those people, but it's actually very easy, because we do that to protect ourselves from a lot of difficult things around us. And we are only human beings. At the end of the day, we have to make ends meet, we have to survive in this world. And truly, it's not easy to face all the truth, all that is true at one go every day. So sometimes we do lie to ourselves to save ourselves from that difficult um, acknowledgement or difficult scenario, or from that difficult truth in general. But what I'm seeing is that you are not that kind of a person. You take it upon yourself to see the truth for what it is, and then you wade in. If it's a war, you will fight. If it's not a war, you will observe, but you never shy away from taking up challenges. You are being told that that period of your life is over, completely over. You have finished, and you're victorious. Like you are past the finishing line. Now there is a lot of celebration around you. You will not, maybe in the real in this 3D world, you may not have a lot of people around you to cheer you on, but your spirit guides are here to tell you that they are there to look after you. They are there. They are celebrating you. So do never find yourself alone. On the other hand, they're also here to tell you, the universe is here to tell you that at this moment you need to let go of the fear, or the with the four of pentacles, the tension or stress around money matters. And please take a lot of rest at the moment. This is the time to take rest, because you've just finished a war. Your money would be taken care of, your abundance would be taken care of. You don't need to worry about it so much. Please go with a star card. Go and do things that bring you joy, and go and do things that nourish your soul. For example, if you're an artist and you haven't painted in a while and you're really just stressed in your head about where what job you're going to do next or something along those lines, you are being asked to let go of the worry. That is something that has already been taken care of. You need not worry about it. Let go of it and do things that are going to bring you joy and peace in the moment. Those things, the other things, I know it's easier said than done, because when it comes to making ends meet, it's something that you can't let go of. You can't let go of that stress, but you are being told, rest assured, that that is something that will be taken care of. You need not worry about it. This is the time to take rest, because next a lot many things are going to come into your life that were held from you from in the last timeline, last phase of your life. Now when these things come, you need to be fully rejuvenated and recuperated to make the full uh, uh, to make uh, how do I put it, it's like to make the best of those opportunities. And for that you need to nourish your soul a lot. So please take rest. A lot of rest is needed, a lot of healing is needed. Do things that are nourishing your soul. That is one of the most important messages. Cleanse your aura a lot. How do you cleanse your aura? Maybe take salt water bath, maybe take maybe listen to meditation sound music, those that are going to cleanse your aura. If you just Google search or maybe search it on YouTube, you will find these videos that are in abundance. Maybe listen to those frequencies, I would suggest, rather than a person doing it maybe whatever suits you. But those frequencies are really helpful. To listen to those frequencies that are going to cleanse you of all kinds of fragments of this previous timeline that are sticking in your aura. You just have to cleanse it, because you're moving to a celebratorial period where you would be celebrated, but you would also need to put in a different type of work where abundance is going to come into your life. A lot of blessings that were held back from you are going to come into your life. So um, urgent thing here is that take rest. Let go of it. Let go of stress related to financial condition. I'm repeating, it's easier said than done, but yeah, that is one of the most important messages coming through. So pile number 3, this is your reading. I hope this reading resonated with you. If it did, please put a like on the channel, subscribe to the channel, and put something in the comment box. And I will see you in my next video. Until then, take care. Bye.